Our top focus story, all eyes on the Punjab cabinet meeting this afternoon. Chorus grows for Navjot Singh Sidhu's resignation after he remarked that Captain Amarinder Singh is only an army captain and his captain is actually Rahul Gandhi. This controversy over Navjot Singh Sidhu's remarks are likely to escalate as several ministers in Punjab cabinet have already said it's time for Sidhu to leave the Punjab government if he has no faith in Captain Amarinder Singh. If sources are to be believed, at least 10 ministers have urged Captain Amarinder Singh to drop Navjot Singh Sidhu from his cabinet. Meanwhile, this captain versus Sidhu war came out in the open when Congress workers supporting Chief Minister Captain Amarinder Singh erected billboards saying the captain of Punjab is our captain. There you see Punjab, the captain, Sada captain. Remember, Navjot Singh Sidhu on the 30th of November took a jibe at Captain Amarinder Singh. He said that his captain is Rahul Gandhi. The stand which he later reiterated, it was also reiterated by his wife. Navjot Kaur Sidhu took a U-turn and said both she and her husband respect Captain Amarinder Singh and treat him like a father figure. But listen in to what Navjot Singh Sidhu has been saying, all because Captain Amarinder Singh made that very important point that after Pakistan state-sponsored terror, after ISI's involvement became clear in the Amritsar terror attacks, he decided not to go to Pakistan, and he had also advised Navjot Singh Sidhu not to go to Pakistan.
अरे मेरे कैप्टन राहुल गांधी हैं, उन्होंने तो भेजा है हर जगह। क्या बात कर रहे हो यार? कौन से कैप्टन की बात कर रहे हो यार? हाँ, ओ कैप्टन अमरिंदर सिंह जी की, वो तो आर्मी के कैप्टन है भाई। मेरा कैप्टन राहुल गांधी साहब है।
ऐसे नहीं होता, कोई मुद्दा मैं शाड़ू या कोई और शाड़ेगा, मुद्दा जब कोई वहाँ बात हो, चर्चा होगी तो बात करेंगे।
10 मंत्री, ऐसा सुनने में आ रहा है कि 10 मंत्री सिद्धू का इस्तीफा चाह रहे हैं। आप लोग इस्तीफा चाहते हो कि चाहते हैं कि सिद्धू माफी मांग के ये मामला खत्म कर दे?
मेरी किसी से बात नहीं हुई, ठीक है ना, किसी से मेरी बात नहीं हुई, ना मैं किसी को मिला हूँ। जब मिलेंगे बात करेंगे, तो जो वो पार्टी के अंदर की बात है।
सर, आज कई मिनिस्टर्स ने कहा है कि उन्हें रिजाइन देना चाहिए मॉरल ग्राउंड से। आर यू गोइंग टू रेज दिस इशू इन द कैबिनेट ऑल्सो?
कैबिनेट तो कल होगी, पर कैबिनेट तो पहले हमारा एजेंडा जो है उस पर बात होगी। अगर सिद्धू साहब आए तो मेरे ख्याल जरूर ये इशू उठेगा।
जिस लहजे से उन्होंने कहा है कैसा कैप्टन, कौन कैप्टन, वो तो मिलिट्री का कैप्टन है। मुझे लगता है कि सिद्धू साहब भूल गए, शायद कपल शो में नहीं है। अब कपल शो में नहीं बोल रहे, अब देश चलाने की बात करनी चाहिए। हंसाना और बात है, देश चलाना और बात है, पार्टी चलाना और बात है। बड़ों का सत्कार करना सीखना चाहिए, ये मेरी बेनती है।
आज के दिन चौकीदार का कुत्ता भी चोर है। चौकीदार डॉग इज ऑल्सो थीफ।
अब पता नहीं उनका क्या मकसद है, लेकिन मैं समझता हूँ इस भाषा से परहेज करना चाहिए, और ये एडवाइस हमको कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट ने की है।
जब बॉस है, जो पिता समान है, क्योंकि मर्यादा से ऊपर कुछ नहीं। अगर कोई भी, किसी भी, मर्यादा सबसे बड़ी चीज है। अगर मर्यादा को कोई लांघता है तो मैं समझता हूँ फिर जरूर बातें भी बनती हैं, क्वेश्चन भी उठते हैं। ये कोई आम आदमी पार्टी तो नहीं, ये कोई जिस पार्टी का कोई वजूद ही नहीं, जैसे ये तो कांग्रेस पार्टी है, सबसे बड़ी पुरानी पार्टी है। इसमें रहना तो भाई डिसिप्लिन से रहना पड़ेगा।
जो नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू जी ने कैप्टन साहब के बारे में जो भी कुछ किया वो काफ़ी अनफॉर्चुनेट है। तो इस तरह की गल नहीं होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि कैप्टन साहब साढ़े अनडिस्प्यूटेड लीडर ने और कैप्टन ने पार्टी के। उन्होंने नाम से ही पिछला इलैक्शन भी असीं लड़िया और अन्नियां सीटां जित के साड़ी कांग्रेस की सरकार पंजाब च बनी है। और राहुल गांधी जी सारे हिंदुस्तान के सारे कांग्रेस पार्टी के कैप्टन ने, ये कोई दो राय नहीं है। सो इस करके जो भी होया अनफॉर्चुनेट है, और इस तरह की गल मीडिया भी नहीं आनी चाहिए।
नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू भाषा की मर्यादा तोड़ रहे हैं। उनके पार्टी के मंत्री उनसे इस्तीफा मांग रहे हैं। जनरल बाजवा के गले लग जाते हैं, कहते हैं राहुल गांधी जी से पूछ कर गए, कहते हैं अपने मुख्यमंत्री के खिलाफ बगावत कर रहे हैं। उनको अपना कैप्टन नहीं मान रहे, कैप्टन मान रहे हैं राहुल गांधी को, और बाद में अपने बयान से फिर जाते हैं। और जिस तरह की भाषा उन्होंने बोली, इसका जवाब मिलेगा।
So Navjot Singh Sidhu says that his captain is Rahul Gandhi. He says, "Kaun captain? Wo captain? Wo to army ke captain hai." Is that derogatory not only about Captain Amarinder Singh but also about the army? Now, Navjot Singh Sidhu is in the line of fire of several Punjab Congress leaders. You heard some, but there is a long list. Tripat Rajinder Bajwa, Sukhjinder Singh Sarkaria, Rana Gurmeet Singh Sodhi, Sadhu Singh Dharmsot. All of them want Navjot Singh Sidhu either to apologize or leave Punjab cabinet if he has no faith in Captain Amarinder Singh. Take a look at what's been happening on ground in Punjab Congress.
The Sidhus opening a massive front against CM Amarinder, using their clout with Rahul Gandhi to challenge captain's rate.
अरे मेरे कैप्टन राहुल गांधी हैं, उन्होंने तो भेजा है हर जगह। क्या बात कर रहे हो यार? कौन से कैप्टन की बात कर रहे हो यार? है ओ कैप्टन अमरिंदर सिंह जी की, वो तो आर्मी के कैप्टन है भाई। मेरा कैप्टन राहुल गांधी साहब है।
आइडियोलॉजी के साथ जीते हैं और कांग्रेस में आए हैं तो हम सिपाही हैं राहुल के। हम इंडिविजुअल इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस के सिपाही हैं। हम यहाँ पे सीएम साहब या मिनिस्टर्स के सिपाही नहीं हैं।
While Amarinder himself shows silence, 10 of his loyalist ministers are livid. They are planning to seek Sidhu's resignation for insulting the chief minister.
जिस तरीके से उन्होंने जिस लहजे से कहा कौन कैप्टन, कैसा कैप्टन, ये बहुत मनभागीगा। अगर ये नहीं चाहते, ये कैप्टन साहब को अपनी टीम का कैप्टन नहीं मानना चाहते तो टीम को छोड़ दें। टीम को
सिद्धू साहब को फैसला कर लेना चाहिए। अगर वो कैप्टन अमरिंदर सिंह को कैप्टन या अपना लीडर नहीं मानते तो मेरा ख्याल मॉरल ड्यूटी बनती है कि वो कैबिनेट छोड़ के और जो चाहे करे।
Just days ago, the man who delivered Punjab for Congress had disapproved of Sidhu's controversial park trip. This time, he is planning to raise Sidhu's indiscipline with Rahul Gandhi himself.
Well, look, when a minister writes to me to ask that he wants to go to Pakistan or go to Spain or go to Venezuela or wherever it is, I never said no. It's a private visit. It's not a government official visit, and it's taking leave and going. So he asked me and I said, you can go. But then I spoke to him and he was in Madhya Pradesh. And I told him, I said, you know, I have taken this stand and this is what is in the larger interest of my state. And I think you should also reconsider your position. He said, I've already accepted the invitation. I said, well, then you can always tell them that now my chief minister has taken this stand, so I wish to, I will not be coming. But he has decided to go. So that's fine.
A furious captain's pressure tactics is already showing, with the Sidhus being on back foot after the initial bitter attack.
आइडियोलॉजी के साथ जीते हैं और कांग्रेस में आए हैं तो हम सिपाही हैं राहुल के। हम इंडिविजुअल इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस के सिपाही हैं। हम यहाँ पे सीएम साहब या मिनिस्टर्स के सिपाही नहीं हैं।
नवजोत ने और मैंने जब से कांग्रेस में आए हैं तब से माना और तब से कहा कि कैप्टन साहब उनके पिता समान हैं और उनको हमेशा पिता की इज्जत दी।
An amused BJP is watching the Punjab Congress Sidhu turmoil from the sideline, relishing the internal feud.
कि अपने घर की बात है, 3 कैप्टन्स की लड़ाई है। एक क्रिकेट के कैप्टन है, एक मिलिट्री के कैप्टन है, एक कांग्रेस के कैप्टन है। तो तीनों कैप्टन आपस में लड़ रहे हैं, उस पर मैं टिप्पणी क्या करूंगी? ये तो इट्स अ वॉर विद इन 3 कैप्टन्स। ये तो 3 कैप्टनों की लड़ाई चल रही है।
Sidhu's challenge to the Punjab CM is no longer a laughter challenge for the party. The big question is, has Sidhu been using the long rope given by Rahul Gandhi to cut rival Amarinder to size? Bureau Report, India Today.
Is this the Congress party game plan? Cut Captain Amarinder Singh, the man who won Punjab for the Congress, to size. Is Navjot Singh Sidhu being a mega liability actually for the Congress? Who will the Congress party president Rahul Gandhi back? Captain Amarinder Singh or Navjot Singh Sidhu? Will Punjab ministers actually push for Navjot Singh Sidhu's ouster from the Amarinder Singh cabinet for him to say that his captain is only Rahul Gandhi? And then that all important question, is Sidhu a front is Sidhu being used to cut Captain Amarinder Singh to size? Joining me now on the broadcast, someone who understands the Punjab Congress and the Congress party very well, has been tracking it for the past 3 decades. Javed Ansari is a senior journalist. Zainab Sikandar, she's a senior writer and political observer. Harcharan Singh Bains represents the Shiromani Akali Dal. Raman Malik of the BJP. The Congress party chose to stay out of this debate. But I want to understand from you, Zainab Sikandar, your take on what's happening with a number of Punjab ministers now coming forward, from Tripat Rajinder Bajwa to Sukhjinder Singh Sarkaria to Rana Gurmeet Singh Sodhi to Sadhu Singh Dharmsot, all of them saying if he has no faith in Captain Amarinder Singh, he should quit.
See, I just think happening in Punjab is a bit misplaced, because firstly, I think Navjot Singh Sidhu, his stand, and what he said about Captain Amarinder Singh recently, that con captain, it comes from a space of frustration. I think he expects that his party should appreciate what happened, what he did, his contribution for the Kartarpur corridor, and we can't deny it. In fact, BJP is trying to appropriate this, thing that he did, which was single-handedly done by Navjot Singh Sidhu. His camaraderie with Imran helped, in this diplomatic move where Imran Khan
is it Imran Khan, or is this a very clever move by Qamar Javed Bajwa, Pakistan's army chief? And that's a question here. And will it lead to terrorism in Punjab? Will it lead to revival of terrorism in Punjab?
I don't think so, because let me just say one thing for sure, that I'm going to quote Vajpayee ji. Vajpayee ji said, we can choose our friends, but we cannot choose our neighbors.
Yes, but it was under Vajpayee ji's watch that we had a Kargil war after Lahore. It was under Vajpayee ji we had a parliament attack. So I'm not sure if Vajpayee ji was the best for this country's national security. You would appreciate that fact.
No, that's exactly what I'm trying to say, that wars are never won on the battlefield. Even after a war is played out on the battlefield, you need to sit down on a table and write a peace accord. And that's how wars are won.
So why not get Pakistan? My point is, if Sidhu is actually so close, to the Pakistani establishment, then why can't Sidhu get Pakistan to take action against India-centric terrorists? Especially if the Pakistan army and their civil society and their civilian leadership are on the same page. That's my limited point, but let me take this question to Javed Ansari, because today we are talking about what's happening in Punjab Congress, and I'll come to the India-Pakistan factor in just a moment. But Javed Ansari, you know the Congress party very well. You've covered them for decades. So Javed, is this in a way an attempt to cut Captain Amarinder Singh down to size, because he's taken a very strong nationalist line when it comes to Pakistan state-sponsored terror?
Look, I think it would be erroneous to view it through the prism of, the Congress High Command trying to rein in Mr. Amarinder Singh. If the Congress wants to rap somebody on the knuckles, if the Congress High Command wants to do it, they have enough tools at their hand. They don't need to use Mr. Sidhu. Yes, this present crisis has been precipitated by a flippant, intemperate remark made by Mr. Sidhu. He's not known for his choice of words. He's a flamboyant character. He speaks first, thinks later. And I'm sure in due course, Mr. Sidhu will be asked to make amends. Both the Congress High Command, I am told, is seized of the matter. They realize that it is running out of hand, and therefore somebody will have already had, will have a quiet word in Mr. Sidhu's ear, and he will be asked to make amends. It was a totally uncalled for remark, and I'm sure in the days to come, Mr. Sidhu will make an appropriate gesture and make amends for what he has said.
Okay. Harcharan Singh Bains, you of course must be watching this, you and the BJP must be watching this with great delight. This fight, as Sushma Swaraj put it, between 3 captains within the Congress party. But is this in a way, in your appreciation, are the Congress leaders, are Congress ministers in Punjab serious about Sidhu's ouster, or is this mere optics in your appreciation?
See, I think the whole problem here is that Navjot Singh Sidhu treats politics as a laughter challenge, and Captain Amarinder Singh is not very fond of jokes. And I think the demand for resignations probably is not really serious to my mind. It is just meant to discipline him and to make him understand that he has dual identities, one as a congressman, in which capacity Rahul Gandhi can be his captain, but he is a minister. He is a minister and he is speaking about the chief minister like, oh, acha, wo captain, as if he doesn't know him. See, when he was in Pakistan, kindly note this, when he was in Pakistan, the Prime Minister, as a matter of fact, as far as Navjot Singh is concerned, even Rahul Gandhi is not his captain. His captain is really across the border. His captain is General Bajwa and Imran Khan.
No, so what is the evidence to say that? I'm sorry, what is the evidence to say that, sir? There is no evidence that you have to say that.
Sorry, I didn't follow that.
There is no evidence for you to say that, sir. I mean, you're casting aspersions at necessary.
No, the evidence is telltale. The evidence is telltale. I mean, it's there on the wall for everybody to see. See, when you would remember the function in Pakistan, when Imran Khan was speaking, the protocol demanded that he speak about the initiative which Mr. Narendra Modi had taken a few days before that by saying that if Berlin Wall can go down, why can't India-Pak relations be better? And a protocol demanded that he acknowledge the role played by the Punjab Chief Minister, Captain Amarinder Singh. He's our opponent, but he's a Chief Minister, so protocol demands that his role be acknowledged. Imran Khan acknowledged neither Narendra Modi's role, nor Captain Amarinder Singh's role, nor anybody else's role, nor even the presence of the Punjab Cabinet Minister, Government of India ministers there.
Give me a moment, sir. Let me also bring in Raman Malik of the BJP. Raman Malik, the joke may just be on you because the more you criticize Navjot Singh Sidhu, the more he's the center of attraction. And if reports are to be believed from ground, whether it's in Madhya Pradesh or Chhattisgarh or Rajasthan, he's one Congress leader that every Congress MLA or candidate wants to campaign in his area. He's extremely popular, and by criticizing, you're only increasing his popularity.
See, there is a competition in Congress whether the captain is a bigger comedian or a minister from Punjab is a bigger comedian. One must understand what is happening. I would not like to trivialize the issue, Gaurav. The bigger issue is, and which we must not forget to debate, yesterday I was watching this clip from Pakistan news channel where Mr. Sidhu goes on to say that the efforts towards normalization and bringing peace has been always done by Pakistan. Now, I would like to understand, since when did Pakistan ever try to get peace? They've been raising a war against us. They've been raising a proxy war against us. He has, gone to the extent that it was, you are not talking about your own prime minister, but you are giving garlands of appreciation to Imran Khan.
Okay.
And if a sitting minister who
Zainab Sikandar also wants to come in, and I want Zainab Sikandar to respond to this. Zainab Sikandar, both the opposition parties, the BJP and the Shiromani Akali Dal, are actually accusing Navjot Singh Sidhu of dancing to Pakistan's tunes. And before I come to that point, Zainab Sikandar, I want you to listen in to what Navjot Singh Sidhu said in an interview to a Pakistani television channel. Just listen in, where he gave Pakistan the credit for taking all the peace initiatives against India. Listen in to that.
He's praising them.
Raman, give me a moment. Let's listen into that, and then I'll get Zainab Sikandar to respond to that. Let's listen. Zainab Sikandar, Pehel Hamesha Pakistan ne ki. Is that actually true? Should that actually be said by a cabinet minister in Punjab, a senior leader like Navjot Singh Sidhu?
See, I'm going to repeat what I said before. There's a camaraderie between Imran Khan and Navjot Singh Sidhu as cricketers. And Navjot Singh Sidhu is using it as a diplomatic move to make something happen between Pakistan and India, especially for the Sikhs. You can't deny the connect that the Punjabiyat, there's a Punjabiyat very much prevalent in Pakistan as it is in India. There's as much Punjabiyat in Lahore as it is in Amritsar. And please don't forget how sacrosanct Nankana Sahib and Kartarpur is. And the Sikhs of India really want to connect with that. Why should they let go of it? So based on that, all these, sort of remarks are coming.
Sorry.
We know Navjot Singh Sidhu is a very sharp.
Raman Malik wants to respond to that, and as far as this so-called Punjabiyat connection is concerned, I just want to ask one simple question before I get Raman Malik to come in. If Punjabiyat is so strong, why would Pakistan's Punjab destroy an entire generation in India through drugs that come into Punjab and are destroying our youth? Where does Punjabiyat go when they're destroying our youth? Zainab Sikandar, but Raman Malik wants to respond to you.
First of all, Gaurav, let me answer back to Zainab. Zainab ji, you must understand, Punjabiyat is a culture. It is not only limited to Sikhs. I, as a Punjabi, go to the Gurdwaras every now and then, every important day, every important juncture of my life, I go to Gurdwara. My wife hails from Amritsar. I know the essence of Sikhism. I know the essence of Punjabiyat. And my family comes from a place which was near to Sargodha. After partition, we came to India. So I know more Punjabiyat than you probably would have.
Sir, please come to your point.
Now, my point is limited to this. I would like to understand from these apologists of Congress that what happens to them when the Sikhs and Hindus and everybody in Punjab were butchered by terrorists which were funded by Pakistan. Today, when the Terrorism Act happens, you know where the remote controls are. But then, this minister who has taken the constitutional oath of India and then goes to Pakistan and says they are the wonderful guys and our country is the problem. Does he have any shame? And furthermore,
Zainab Sikandar, you want to quickly respond since that question is directly to you before I bring in Javed Ansari and other guests on the broadcast. Zainab Sikandar, quickly, let's not have lectures. Sir, let's not have speeches. Raman Malik, you've made your point. Zainab Sikandar, please respond.
Sir, first of all, I'm not a Congress apologist. I am a political observer.
You're acting as one.
Let's not have any, Mr. Raman Malik, please.
No, maybe,
she's
sir,
a
that's your
respected
point
guest.
of view, sir.
Sir, she's my respected guest. Kindly extend all courtesies to all my guests, please. Zainab, please go on, ma'am.
Thank you, Gaurav. Okay, as far as diplomacy is concerned, I'm going to just stick to diplomacy and I'm going to talk about the past. Of course, there have been huge blunders in the past, huge blunders in huge mistakes, and none of us can deny it. But diplomacy is always about moving on, looking forward. Because if by the logic that Sir is saying, Mr. Raman is saying, then that way, Berlin Wall would have never come down. So what do? Do we stick to the past? Do we keep sitting there and wallowing in self-pity or wallowing in the fact that we went through this tragedy? Of course we went through a lot of tragedies, okay?
But Javed, since you understand this problem, also India, Pakistan very well, all those who are saying we cannot live in the past, and I appreciate it, and since I've been covering this subject for almost 2.5 decades now, I want to understand from you, Javed. Everyone says, let's move on, we can't live in the past. That is exactly what Imran Khan also told a select group of journalists in Pakistan, that we can't live in the past. Why can't we have justice before we move on? Why must we repeat the mistakes like we did in the past? Javed, you and I were covering 1999, the Lahore bus journey, and after Lahore there was Kargil. Then Vajpayee trusted Pervez Musharraf and there was an attack on the Indian Parliament. The two armies came face to face. India did not go and press ahead. Then again Vajpayee went to Pakistan, where Pervez Musharraf gave in writing that Pakistan will not permit its territory to be used for terror against India. Yet there was a terror attack in Mumbai twice, not once. 200 people died in 2005. 166 died in 2008. How can we move forward without Pakistan taking any action against the perpetrators of any of the past attacks? Zainab, you must respond to that. Javed, you and all my guests, every Indian must respond to that question when we talk about friendship with Pakistan without Pakistan taking action against India-centric terror. Javed, please go first, sir.
Okay, now, can I speak now, Gaurav? Because, I seem to have been frozen out of this debate. There is merit in both arguments. There is very strong merit in what you say. How can we move forward? Pakistan first needs to stop terrorism. But yes, Pakistan needs to stop allowing terrorists harbored in Pakistan from acting against India. And we need to then be able to move forward. So there's neither, there's a very strong merit in both these arguments. As far as, hounding Mr. Sidhu for going to Kartarpur Sahib and Pakistan is concerned, if it was really an act of treason, then why did Mr. Hardeep Puri and Harsimrat Kaur Badal go there? Why did the government of India allow them to go there? We can't have different yardsticks. Nationalism, patriotism cannot be episodic, there can't be one rule for BJP and Akali Dal MPs, ministers, and one for Navjot Singh Sidhu.
I did not expect that from you, sir.
No, okay, Raman Malik, you must respond to that. You must respond to that. Also, was Navjot Singh Sidhu issuing clean chits to Pakistan, saying Pakistan takes all the initiative each time, which incidentally is factually incorrect? Which incidentally is factually incorrect. Raman Malik, you must respond to that aspect. If Pakistan, we know it's a terror sponsor, why is it that our ministers, including our Prime Minister, why did he go to Pakistan unannounced? How can there be friendship without Pakistan taking action against India-centric terror? And a Pakistani Federal Minister, Sheikh Rashid, has given credit to that jhappi between Navjot Singh Sidhu and the Pakistan Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa for the Kartarpur Sahib corridor. He's just said this, and he said that's the reason why India is in mourning because of one jhappa. One jhappa that happened is the term that Sheikh Rashid has used. He's given the full credit not to Imran Khan incidentally, but to Pakistan's Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa for the Kartarpur Sahib corridor. He said it was Bajwa's hug to Sidhu that dismantled India's foreign policy of trying to isolate Pakistan. Listen in.
करतारपुर का सारा क्रेडिट जो है लॉस सप्लाई बाजवा के एक जफे ने हिंदुस्तान की सारी फॉरेन ऑफिस को नेस्तो नाबूद कर दिया। एक जफा बाजवा साहब का, उसने सारी दुनिया में वो पैगाम पहुंचाया है जिसे इमरान खान ने अमली शक्ल दी है कि इंडिया में सफ़े मातम बिछी हुई है कि हमारा जो मिशन था उसको बाजवा साहब के एक जफे ने नेस्तो नाबूद कर दिया।
Zainab Sikandar, respond to this. Respond to this. It's the Pakistanis who are exposing us day in and day out. Respond to Pakistan's Federal Railways Minister saying it was Qamar Javed Bajwa का झप्पा जिसने इंडिया को बेनकाब किया है, इंडिया में मातम है इस समय।
Gaurav, actually there are motor mouths everywhere in the world, and I'm no one to say whether he's right or wrong. Obviously what he's saying is sounding absurd, and that's not the point. I think we should stick to the main point, which as Indians we all should be talking about, which is diplomacy with our neighbors, not just Pakistan but everyone. And since we're talking about Sidhu right now, see, like Mr. Ansari said, we cannot have two set of rules for two different people. The parliament attack happened, usse pehle, there was a Kargil war, there were the surgical strikes, but after all of that, even Modi ji went to Nawaz Sharif's granddaughter's wedding. What would you call it? Would you call him, would you say this was a wrong diplomatic move? At that time, this was called a master stroke. So why two set of different rules for Sidhu?
Raman Malik, please respond.
If the Prime Minister
Zainab Malik, just a slight correction, if I may. Just a slight correction. Prime Minister Narendra Modi went to Pakistan before the surgical strike and not after. He did go after the terror attacks that had taken place in 26/11. There is no denying that fact. But after that, Pakistan attacked Pathankot. After that, there was an attack on Uri. Subsequently, there's been a surgical strike, and subsequently, India hasn't had diplomatic ties with Pakistan in the sense of a summit-level meeting. But Raman Malik, respond to the double standards observed even by this government in dealing with Pakistan.
First of all, let me answer to this point being regularly made about Sidhu versus the union cabinet ministers or union ministers going to Kartarpur Sahib Ji. The fact remains that Sidhu was a personal, individual person going over. He had no responsibilities. He went in a personal capacity. He did not went as a ministerial capacity. And the government of India representatives were sent as a government to government the requirement that is there in diplomacy, they were sent under those channels. So one must clarify that. You can't mix the two.
No,
They're
sir.
totally
If
different
Pakistanis
things.
are killing our people, this government also has no business, or does it, to deal with Pakistan in the manner in
Gaurav,
which
let
it
me
is?
answer, please, let me answer. Secondly, diplomacy, when it comes, Punjab government will never have a foreign affairs ministry. The foreign affairs is looked after by the union government, and I believe that Prime Minister and the External Affairs Minister know best what to do and how to do. Once they have done the things, the nation is there to assess them whether they did right or wrong. But comparing them to somebody as trivial as Mr. Sidhu is at no point called for. Third,
Javed,
and
does
most important-
Navjot Singh Sidhu and that argument being put forward that it was his camaraderie with Imran Khan that got this, get completely exposed by what Sheikh Rashid, Pakistan's federal minister, just said? He said it was Sidhu's jhappa with Pakistan army chief. And look at it in the light of what Captain Amarinder Singh said. And Javed, before I come to you, let's quickly listen in to Captain Amarinder Singh, where he says, I told Navjot Singh Sidhu, do not go to Pakistan because Pakistan is spreading terror in India. I have taken a stand on it, and yet Sidhu went. Let's listen in. That's Captain Amarinder Singh speaking to Rahul Kawal, the news director of India Today Group.
Well, look, when a minister writes to me to ask that he wants to go to Pakistan or go to Spain or go to Venezuela or wherever it is, I never said no. It's a private visit. It's not a government official visit, and it's taking leave and going. So he asked me and I said, you can go. But then I spoke to him and he was in Madhya Pradesh. And I told him, I said, you know, I have taken this stand and this is what is in the larger interest of my state. And I think you should also reconsider your position. He said, I've already accepted the invitation. I said, well, then you can always tell them that now my chief minister has taken the stand, so I wish to, I will not be coming. But he's decided to go. So that's fine.
Javed, is this insubordination? The chief minister said, don't go. I've taken a line. ISI is involved in the terror attack at the Nirankari Bhavan in Amritsar, and yet Navjot Singh Sidhu went.
Look, I don't think it's insubordination, because if you were to go through his interview, in the end he says that's fine. I mean, he went in his private capacity, he did not go there in his official capacity. Now to the question of what Sheikh Rashid and others have been saying, you know, they can delude themselves, they can keep daydreaming, they've achieved nothing. The entire gain is India's. We wanted access to Kartarpur Sahib for our pilgrims, we've got that. Pakistan wanted through this strategy to end its diplomatic isolation and force India to engage with them. We flatly refused to do so.
Okay, Harcharan Singh Bains, please respond to this. That's a fair point being made by Javed Ansari. This is actually game set. I don't know if the match belongs to us just as yet, but it's game and set for India. Pakistan wanted its diplomatic isolation to end. It hasn't ended. Pakistan wanted resumption of dialogue. It hasn't happened. And yet we've got the Kartarpur Sahib corridor.
You see, I'm not able to hear your question properly. From what I understand, see, there's a term used by the Pakistan Foreign Minister, Mr. Qureshi, for the entire exercise and about Pakistan's intentions behind the move. He used the term googly. Now, googly is, everybody who knows cricket knows it, googly is a weapon of deception. Now, if the Pakistan government treats the entire thing as a googly, which is a weapon of deception, then I think there's nothing more that India needs to say on this.
Fair enough. And Zainab Sikandar, please respond. Please respond, Zainab Sikandar. All of us who delude ourselves that it's come out of the goodness of Pakistan's heart actually need to hear Pakistan's foreign minister, Pakistan's president, and even Pakistan's now Federal Railways Minister Sheikh Rashid. They are gloating that they bowled a googly, or as their president said, ye to shatranj ki chaal hai, or in a way saying India ko maat dene ke liye tha ye.
No way. It is.
You're asking me?
Mr. Ansari again.
I'm asking Zainab Sikandar.
Kartarpur is something. Kartarpur is a win-win situation for the Sikhs of India, and we all should be celebrating it instead of, you know, picking problems, because by the end of it, if we have to see the sentiments of the Sikhs, this is completely in their favor. As for what you had said about the surgical strikes, I'd like to point out that in the Pathankot terror attack, it was Modi ji who allowed the joint investigation team of Pakistan to come into Pathankot to investigate, which had an ISI official in it. So that's exactly the point I'm trying to make, that even Modi ji is allowing diplomacy to go ahead. So why the double standards? If we can appreciate Modi ji's diplomacy, and that too such a strong one, where he's allowing a Pakistani joint investigation team to come into Pathankot and investigate with an ISI official on it, then why not a simple gesture from Sidhu ji?
Okay, respond to that. Raman Malik of the BJP wants to respond to that.
Gaurav, first of all, Ms. Sikandar should rectify herself that bar what she is saying is for the Sikhs of India. She must understand that Nanak Badshah is not just for Sikhs of India, it is for the entire Punjabi sect that is there. So just stop dividing the society.
Exactly.
That is number one.
We must rejoice, sir. We must rejoice.
Just please, I did not disturb you. Secondly, you cannot have a parallel between a state government which does not have a foreign affairs ministry compared to the Union of India, which controls the foreign affairs and the diplomatic moves required for having strategic results. You cannot compare the two, and do not make the mistake of comparing the two.
Okay. Zainab Sikandar, there's another point that I want you to make. If Vajpayee made a mistake, and I'm saying it's a mistake because of history, because Pakistan did not take action against India-centric terror. If Prime Minister Narendra Modi invited ISI to Punjab, to Pathankot, and despite that, Pakistan took no action against India-centric terror. Why must we continue making the same mistake and not realize and not see the real face of Pakistan, which despite getting access to Pathankot has taken no action against Maulana Masood Azhar? That's my point. Why must Indians cut their nose to spite their face? Why must Indians continue to make the same mistake again and again and again, Zainab Sikandar?
Actually, you know, what we're calling mistake is the way of things going about. It's the process. Diplomacy is a process. And like I said, we cannot remove the landmass of Pakistan that's right next to us. We just have to live with it. And for that reason, we
are you saying we have to live with Pakistan state-sponsored terror? That we cannot do anything about it? We must continue talking to Pakistan because Pakistan refuses to take action against terror.
Gaurav,
don't put words in my mouth.
No, I'm asking you.
I'm
asking you. I'm asking this as much of BJP as of everyone else.
Please.
I'm asking the entire country this. Why must we continue talking to Pakistan when Pakistan does not take action against India-centric terror? And not talking does not mean war. Why cannot we ignore Pakistan till the time Pakistan learns to live in civil society and in a civilized world? And take action against terrorists.
So the Modi government needs to make this clear. The current government needs to make this clear. They need to make their stand clear. And they need to have a very strong position when it comes to Pakistan. As far as Sidhu is concerned, he went in a personal capacity. Like
did Sidhu actually go in a personal capacity? Because let's listen into Navjot Singh Sidhu. Very clearly says Rahul Gandhi sent him. Let's listen into Navjot Singh Sidhu.
Okay.
अरे मेरे कैप्टन राहुल गांधी हैं, उन्होंने तो भेजा है हर जगह. क्या बात कर रहे हो यार? कौन से कैप्टन की बात कर रहे हो यार? है ओ कैप्टन अमरिंदर सिंह जी की, वो तो आर्मी के कैप्टन है भाई. मेरा कैप्टन राहुल गांधी साहब है.
Javed, would this be motor-mouth Sidhu, or would this be Sidhu who's actually speaking the truth in your appreciation?
It's absolute motor-mouth Sidhu, and I'm surprised that you've played this thing about this Rahul Gandhi business and not played the subsequent clarification that has come both from Navjot Singh Sidhu and the Congress party. They flatly denied it. He asked Rahul Gandhi, he says, I'm going across to Pakistan. I have an invite. Please excuse me from the campaign. And the Congress party said, fine, you have 3 days. Please go and come back. To say that how could Rahul Gandhi have sent him? The invite was not,
Sir, he's saying
to the Congress party or to Rahul Gandhi.
Sir, he's saying it.
It was a personal invite for, he said, and he subsequently clarified it. The Congress party has rebutted that the very moment he said that. We need to play that as well.
Okay. Raman Malik, respond to what Javed Ansari says. Sidhu is a motor mouth. He may have said it, but he said it was a mistake on his part to have said it, and that they are loyal soldiers of the Congress, and so on and so forth. Raman Malik.
See, my point is simple. The point is, when it comes to external affairs, anything pertaining to external affairs, even the erstwhile leaders of the opposition used to have an unsaid connection between the EMA and the incumbent government at that point to engage with the foreign officers or the foreign government.
Okay. Anyway, let's see how this continues to play out. And more breaking news coming in. To all my guests, many thanks for joining.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.